Hey YouTube, what is up? Duelist Selenite here, and I'm doing a deck profile of my Blue-Eyes Felgrand deck that my friend took to Nationals and placed in the top 70 or 80, one of those two. I used this deck on an online version of the tournament that someone made. It was for people that could not make it to national tournaments, and I was in Stillwater with Oklahoma Demolay Association, so I was not able to make it to nationals. But I was able to play on the online tournament because it took place from 1 a.m. at night to 4 a.m. in the morning. So, anyway, let's get started on the video, on the deck profile. Just gonna say now, tokens, all you need to know about those. Some of these cards that you see on the edge are for sale, like the Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries, and possibly the Amorphage Sloth. I'm not sure yet. I will have a trade binder, if I could remember what it's called. I will have a trade binder up soon for people to look at, see what's for sale, what's for trade, stuff like that. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the deck profile. Starting off with monsters, like always. You will have 3 Blue-Eyes, very nice in this deck. This deck is literally basically a rank 8 turbo, and I'm debating on whether or not to put in a rank 7 or 2. Because, rank 7 or 2. Because of the Archbrave Dragon that is a level 7. But anyway, triple Blue-Eyes White. Triple Divine Dragon Lord Felgrand. If you don't know what this does, let me read it for you. And also it's here so that you can take a screenshot and read it if you feel like. Here, there's the name effect. If this card is special summoned from the graveyard, you can target one monster your opponent controls or in their graveyard, banish it, and if you do, this card gains attack and defense equal to the banished monster's original level and rank, or rank times 100, and if this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can target one level 7 or 8 Dragon-type monster in the graveyard, except Divine Dragon Lord's Felgrand, special summon it. So many OTK possibilities, and I mean so many. This card, you can literally, against the most random things, or in the mirror match, just banish a level 8 or something, gains 800 attack. Banish a level 9, gains 900. Banish a level 10, aka the Egyptian gods, wicked gods, stuff like that, gains 1,000, which would be really nice. Banish a level 12, such as the Neo Blue-Eyes Ultimate that's coming out soon, or 5-headed, or something like that, in an anti-meta game, I don't know. It gains 1,200, so, and it literally destroys something, bring out Blue-Eyes, and that effect you can activate however many times you want per turn, so if you can make this thing attack multiple times, I would. But anyway, next triple that we have is the lovely Archbrave Dragon, which is 2,400 attack. One of the newer cards came in the Great Divine Dragon structure deck, or whatever it's called. Dragons will never die is what it says on the back of the box. That's what I can see from here. But its effect is, if this card is special summoned from the graveyard, you can banish as many face-up spell and trap cards your opponent controls as possible. So if all their back rows face up and they have 2 pendulums, you're banishing 7 cards. Which, then, if you do, this card gains 200 attack and defense for each card banished. So that can get you up to 1,400. If you do this, already read that. Once per turn, during the standby phase, if this card is in the graveyard because it was sent there last turn, you can target one level 7 or 8 Dragon-type monster in your graveyard, except Archbrave Dragon, special summon it. And I think I may have said that wrong on Dragon Lord Felgrand's effect. Nope, it's not once per turn, so I said it right. Awesome. But anyway, Arc Brave is kind of the backbone to this deck, I guess you could say. If you do it correctly, let me say that. If you do it correctly, you can... Well, actually, no, I'm thinking of Felgrand. If you do it correctly with Felgrand, you can discard Felgrand or Dragon Spirit of Light from your hand to send one of the two I just listed to your graveyard. Then you can use Divine Dragon Lord Felgrand's effect to bring out Dragon Spirit of Light, banish a back row of your opponents. Then you can activate another lovely effect of a card I will get to soon. It was known as Gospel of Revival in OCG, that will bring you out Dragon Lord Felgrand, which Felgrand will then banish something that your opponent has and gain the attack to it. So, pretty nice. On to the rest of the Blue-Eyes support. This deck is solid dragons when it comes to the monsters until you look at the mine just went blank. Until you look at the Sage and the Maiden. They are spellcasters. Speaking of Sage, right here. If you don't know Sage's effect, this is easier than picking it up. When this card is normal summon, you can add one level 1 light tuner monster from your deck to your hand, except Sage with Eyes of Blue, of course. You can discard this card, then target one effect monster you control, Maiden, send it to the graveyard, and if you do special summon one Blue-Eyes monster from your deck, you can only use this effect of Sage with Eyes of Blue once per turn. The reason I say Maiden. Maiden gets targeted, brings out a Blue-Eyes White Dragon from hand, deck, or grave. So that's basically 2 free Blue-Eyes monsters in 1 turn. And sorry, I had something stuck on my cards. I do there too. So yeah. That's why I run Sage. Now for the doubles. You run double White Stone of Ancients, which is very nice. Send it to the grave, special out a Blue-Eyes card from deck. Banish it from grave, get a Blue-Eyes card from grave to your hand. Is basically what it does, and it's a target for cards of consonance, which I run too. So, pretty nice. And then, not the last double, but the last double for the Blue-Eyes support is Maiden with Eyes of Blue. Basically, if it's targeted for an attack, change its battle position, bring out a Blue-Eyes White Dragon. If it's targeted by a card effect, just bring out a Blue-Eyes White Dragon. It can be targeted by Fiendish Chain, you still bring out Blue-Eyes. Effect Veiler, still bring out Blue-Eyes. Its effect would have to be negated after its activation in order to not have a Blue-Eyes brought out against you. So, pretty nice. And then the last double, monster-wise, Decoy Dragon. If this card is targeted for an attack, target 1 level 7 or higher dragon-type monster in your graveyard. It just got real blurry, sorry about that. Special summon it, and if you do, change the attack target to it and perform damage calculation. So, this thing has 300 attack. They're probably going to attack it with a low attack monster. Let's say your Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon got destroyed. You bring that back out. They are now attacking a 2800 attack monster. So, chances are they're going to lose their monster. Or you can bring out a Blue-Eyes and they have to try and get over a 3k monster. Or you can bring out a Dragon Spirit of Light and banish one of their back row, and then let Dragon Spirit of Light get destroyed again if they're attacking Decoy Dragon with an Odd Eyes Pendulum, which I know is somehow still very popular, even after the deck got murdered by the ban list. Thank you, Pepe. That's all I can say to that. But anyway, that's it for the doubles. For the one-ofs, Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, self-explanatory, banish a dragon, summon it, special summon any dragon-type monster from your hand or graveyard once per turn. except itself, of course. But it's at 1, so can't really run a second one. I wish I could. I would be running 2 if I could. So next is the Dragon Spirit of White. I only run one of it. Don't ask why. I just do. Aside from the fact that I only own one. But anyway. Next is the Amorphage Goliath, which I use for a trade-in target and summon it and hope my opponent fiendishes it so that they can use their extra deck, because then I can use mine again. But last monster I run, Dragon Knight of Creation. Pretty nice little effect. It's one of the newer cards. Sorry, I'm using my phone for this, so. Increases card's level by 4 during your opponent's turn only, which makes no sense to me. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can send one level 7 or 8 dragon-type monster from your deck to the graveyard. You can send one card from your hand to the graveyard, then target one level 7 or 8 dragon-type monster in your graveyard. Send this card to the graveyard, and if you do special summon that monster, you can only use this effect of Dragon Knight of Creation once per turn. 1800 attack, not bad. It's a light, so I could run Honest if I chose. So, yeah. That is it for monsters. Spells. First spell you will see. Usually in a duel, this is the first one you see. Triple Trade-In. Draw power. You need it in this deck. You run so many high-level monsters. You need the draw power. Next is Return of the Divine Dragon. Well, not Divine Dragon Lords. Return of the Dragon Lords, also known as Gospel of Revival. Target one level 7 or 8 Dragon-type monster in your graveyard, special summon it. If a Dragon-type monster in your you control will be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead. Really great. If you combo this with a Saphira deck, you not only have 3 Hymn of Light to protect your Saphira, you have 3 of this. So, pretty nice. 2 Ruins of the Divine Dragon Lords. Only reason I run 2. Dragon Spirit of White. If you special summon that from hand or deck, you don't get its effect for that turn, which sucks, because its best effect happens when it is summoned. So, that's about the only thing good about this deck, aside from the fact that it summons a little 0/0 token. So, next, another 2 of Cards of Consonance. Kind of set that out of the view of my phone. Did not mean to. Cards of Consonance is one of the better cards for this deck. Drop Whitestone of Ancients. You get +2. Well, I say +2. You get 2 cards to your hand, and then at the end of your turn, you get a lovely Blue-Eyes card. White Dragon or Spirit, or alternative once it comes out. So, pretty nice. Next 2 of Silver's Cry. Self-explanatory. You run normal monsters in this deck. You run a total of 4 normal monsters that are in the graveyard. Dragon Spirit of White, and then the 3 Blue-Eyes White Dragons, because Dragon Spirit of White is a normal monster when it's in the hand or grave. So, next you have 2 Dragon Ravine. Sadly, it's at 2. I wish it was at 3. And double Terraforming. They are both necessary for this deck. Dragon Ravine will get you your plays going from the graveyard. And that, I just made that really high glare, sorry. And then Terraforming gets you your Dragon Ravine so that you can make that play. And then for the 1-ofs, Regeki, 1 for 1. 1 for 1, get you your Maiden so you can do the Sage play, Regeki. Don't care about your opponent's field, please. Don't be like, oh, I'll give you this turn. I've lost so many duels to that because people started getting upset because I was about to lose. Well, I was about to win, and they were about to lose. So I just give them that free turn, and they beat me on that turn somehow. I have been able to beat my friends so many times, and then I have this one friend that gets really upset every time I'm about to beat him. So I intern, and then he just goes off on his turn and beats me. Completely turns the game around. But that's it for main deck. For the extra, I run a total of a lot of synchros. I think over half my extra deck is synchros, actually. Anyway. 2 Blue-Eyes Spirit Dragon. Anti-Pendulum Engine right there. Just run 2 of this. Can only be synchro summoned if you have 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuner Blue-Eyes monsters. Which I don't think there are any tuner Blue-Eyes monsters. Eyes of Blue monsters, every single one is a tuner. So, next you run Azura Silver Dragon. And those Blue-Eyes Spirit Dragons are secret. Just at the angle I had the camera, they looked ultimate, which would be really nice, but, you know, they don't have them. Azura Silver gets you a normal monster from your grave every standby. Pretty nice. That's about all you need to know about it, aside from the fact that its effect when it's summoned protects your dragons. So, now for my synchros. Well, one of them, the synchros. Black Rose, just to have it. Stardust Spark, just to have it as well. Black Rose Moonlight. Well, actually, Stardust Spark is because it's a light. Black Rose Moonlight is because it's a light, and same for Michael. Black Rose Dragon. I completely forgot how I can summon it in this deck. Aside from the fact that I have Decoy Dragon, Dragon Knight of Creation, and the lovely Maiden and Sage. So, I guess I could summon Black Rose regular that way. But that's it for synchros. For the XZs, all of them are one-ofs. Full Armor, Lancelot, 38, 62, 95, and 107. All of these have been out long enough for you to know that they're rank 8s that I can use in Blue Eyes. And 95 I can just spam the fire out of it in Blue Eyes. So. And then last but not least, 1 Fusion, Blue Eyes Twin Burst. Very nice in this deck. Don't let anyone tell you not to use it, because it's very great. It can make up to 2 attacks on monsters every battle phase. So, it's really nice. But anyhow, that is it for the deck profile. Please let me know what you think of this deck down in the comments. I will do my best to reply to the comments, but no guarantees. And I will probably upload another video this week of hopeful duels with this. It depends on if I can get together with my friend to do them or not. But anyway, that's it for the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you have not subscribed already. And please stay safe out there. I know Pokemon Go came out. I have been playing it myself personally. So, have a great night, guys. It is after 1 in the morning here in lovely Oklahoma. So, have a great night. All my prayers go to Dallas right now and what's been going on down there. So, yep. I will possibly have a video of Qliphorts soon. Amorphage soon to come. And probably Cyber Dragon Turbo, but I don't know. Alright, guys. Thank you for watching, and Duelist Hollow Knight signing off. And